Hello, my name is Marshawn Johnson, and I am with Phalanx Family Services at CAN TV. Today, I will be hosting my mentor, Mr. Parker, which I have spent a lot of time with him today. Well, not a lot of time today, but just a lot of time. Period. But Mr. Parker, let the audience know something about you that I don't know
That you don't know.
that I probably might know.
Yeah, you just might. Well, good evening, everyone. And again, we're with the hotline for Phalanx Family Services. My name is Nathaniel Parker, and I'm a mentor with the RISE program. The RISE program is a juvenile justice preventive program for youth who have been involved with the juvenile justice system. Mr. Johnson has taken the initiative to become a leader within the youth community of Phalanx Family Services, and this is his coming out party. He is to be the interviewer for our hotline program. Now, as to your question, Marshawn, something about me that you may not know or the guests may not be familiar with. I'm a retailer by trade. Um, I, at one time in the early 70s through the 90s, had 11 retail stores in the city of Chicago. Um, men's shoes, women's shoes, children's shoes, same men, women, and children clothing.
Really, that's kind of fascinating. Okay, so with the Rise program,
Well,
I want the audience to know a little more about the Rise program and what goes through the Rise program.
well, the RISE program is restoring our youth through supportive environments. It's to build on the inner strengths of the youth that are involved in the program. These are youths that have been touched by the juvenile justice system. Uh, they've been convicted, they've committed some sort of infraction against the community, and the RISE program is a way for them to deal with the adjudication portion of, or the parole portion of whatever that sentencing may be, or to prevent sentencing at all.
So, so with the Rise program, do you have to go through the judicial system
No,
with Rise?
you may go through the judicial system, and if you're on parole, you can become involved with RISE. But RISE is primarily to prevent you from going through the juvenile justice system. You can opt to participate in the RISE program in place of going to court and being adjudicated. You successfully complete the RISE program, and again, RISE is a 6-month program. It's a leadership training, 36 sessions of civic leadership training, and gives you an idea of what your responsibility to the community is and what the community's responsibility to you are, and how do you make those two gel together. Uh, Once a youth recognizes what his responsibilities are, like you, they tend to become involved for the betterment of the community. And so the RISE program kind of gives you an avenue to alleviate the adjudication portion of the juvenile justice system, or on the back end, if you have been adjudicated, it helps you deal with your issues of parole.
Okay, all right. Now with the Rise program, do you feel that you've influenced a lot of youth in the community with this Rise program?
I would think that the youth would have to tell me that. You would be a better a judge of whether or not I've been successful with that. The cohort that you were involved in, this is the third cohort,
Yeah.
and I would be remiss not to mention that some of the youth who've been in cohorts 1 and 2 have gone on to become employed. They've gone on to complete high school, and some have even gone on to college. But you can tell us more about your cohort and the possibilities that have been offered up to you, the things that you've taken advantage of. Do you think that's been helpful?
Well, yeah, I feel that it's been helpful, but I feel that it wasn't long enough because they've opened so much opportunity for us, but at the same time, it's like they gave us a little bit of space, but then they closed that space off, and it was like, okay, your time is up.
Well,
So I don't think it was enough time because we really started opening up, and now it's just like it's coming to an end.
yes, the program is coming. The cohort that you're involved in is coming to an end, but that does not prevent you from continuing your association with Phalanx Family Services. You can remain with Phalanx as long as you like. You can volunteer. You can participate in other programming that's there. There's the Youth Futures program. There's WIOA. There's After School Matters. So you can select one of those other programs to continue your participation with Phalanx Family Services.
Alrighty. Today we'll be talking about some of the programs that we do at Phalanx Family Services. We are currently at 837 West 119th Street. We were at 115th and Racine, but we had to move. We are currently.
Hold on. Read the phone number.
Oh, you can reach us at 773-291-1086. I apologize again. It is 773-291-1086. You can also email us at ibailey@phalanxgrpservices.org.
Website address.
The website address is phalanxgrpservices.org. Phalanx has programs that services for youth, adult, seniors, returning citizens, and disability persons disabilities.
Take your hands out your face. Take your hands out your face.
Which can benefit
employers,
education, training, and job seekers.
Community partners.
It can also help with community partners and providers. Phalanx also helps adults. Programs include SNAP for single and non-custodial parents, Work First with dependents, Epic Job Readiness, vocational training and placement, job readiness, GED, and emergency fund.
Get the phone number again.
Which you can also reach us at 773-291-1086. You can also visit our website at phalanxgrpservices.org.
No, go back. Go back on the screen, you and me. You ask me a question.
So Mr. Parker, your time at Phalanx, what would I say? Do you get along with any of the people, or have you gotten close into any of the people at Phalanx?
When you say any of the people at Phalanx, are you talking about my co-workers or
I'm talking about in general, like just the people that walk through the doors. That do they do you feel you can connect to people that just walk through the door? And
yes, I do. I make it a point to try and touch each individual that I come in contact with at Phalanx. though I work primarily with the youth, I have worked with the adults at Phalanx, and I've worked with non-custodial fathers. I've worked with people in the SNAP program. I've also worked with the individuals in the Work First program. And the outpouring of assistance that I try to offer to everyone who comes through those doors, even if I'm not working within the program that they're there for, if there's information that they're seeking, I try to make a point to try and get that information for them to be helpful, or direct them to the individuals who will be of service to them. So yes, I kind of feel that I do. I do touch the people with whom I come in contact with.
And a greater question is going back to the RISE program. Do you feel that the RISE program is a long enough cohort for each individual?
Again, the RISE program is a fairly young program. We're trying to determine what it is, the best way to do what we do with the RISE program. How do we actually accomplish giving the support through the environment in which the youth find themselves in? How do we do that? We have to learn how to do that. And so we have to touch as many youth as we possibly can. So the 6 month, no, it could be longer, but 6 months is the time that has been allotted for us to make that initial contact. And again, the youth can remain with Phalanx. You have a caller.
Okay, we caller.
Hit the button.
Caller.
Just say we have a caller on the line.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hi, so I'm watching, and I think this is great, and I just wanted to ask our host, what is the most important thing you've ever learned from your mentor, Mr. Parker, since the two of you have been working together? What's the biggest thing?
The biggest thing I've learned was to believe in yourself, and, well, with me, I've always second-guessed myself, but just being with Mr. Parker, it helped me step out of my shell and become a greater person than what I was before. So I've learned a lot. Like, I've learned social skills, job training skills. I've learned a lot from Mr. Parker. So I would think he's a really inspirational guy. So, in my opinion. So,
is there something else?
Is there something else you want to ask?
Back to me.
Alrighty.
Well, Marshawn, though you've taken advantage of this opportunity, and I think you're doing swell at it. You're doing great. What would you say to your fellow mentees, the rest of the fellows in your cohort? What advice would you give them?
I would tell them, don't be a follower, be a leader. That's what this program is all about. And if you could be a leader and just make one small change, you wouldn't have to make a big change to get noticed. You can make a small change, and just any little thing you do, just, I would say, be your true self, not a person that you've drawn yourself up to be. So I would say be a inspirational leader, somebody that people can look up to.
Come back to me.
So
Ask me something.
in what ways do you think Phalanx could, how could I put this? It's a good term, and it's on the top of my head. I apologize, viewers. I apologize. It's on the top of my head. What was it?
Why are you trying to get it? Let me ask you. Your ability to host this show, have you reached your goal for being involved in broadcasting through Phalanx Family Services? I mean, is this have you reached your expectation, or is there more?
Um, I've kind of reached my expectations, but I would want to say I would want to go farther than just this. I would want to go on to bigger things and pursue more opportunities. But this is a good way to get experience and fill it out. So
Well, I thought, it was my understanding, and I thought that uh, sitting behind this desk being able to interview on this show, being the host, was just the first step. I thought you wanted to learn production and how to handle the equipment, the cameras, and things like that. I thought you wanted to do all of that.
oh yeah, I want to take full opportunity of that because it's just so much that I can learn from it, but at the same time I could still do hosting and being broadcast, like doing this broadcast and stuff. This was really something I could see myself doing at the same time.
Well, when you learn the use of the equipment and you're able to manage that, what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with that knowledge? What are you going to do with that ability?
Uh, I would say I would use it to the full advantage. I would make videos.
Where's the first video going to be that you make? Where are you going to make that video?
I'm making anime, of course. Anime right on spot. I'm editing and everything.
Oh, and you're going to learn all that here.
I'm learning all.
And that all comes from the RISE program.
You're right.
So again, what would you say about the RISE program? If it's giving you the ability to do all of that, to find that inner desire within yourself, bring you out, how would you classify the RISE program? What has it meant to you for this period in your life and your involvement with it?
I would say it's grown to me like a family. Like everybody that treats you like they would treat their own family. There's nothing nobody wouldn't do in there that they wouldn't do for themselves. So I would say this is something that I would say I could really see myself sticking to and actually being a part of. So I really like the RISE program and Phalanx itself. Just Phalanx itself. Oh, we have a caller.
Okay.
Caller?
Hi, how you doing? I have a hello.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was a pause. I was calling to ask the host of the show, does he have more motivation now that he's been through the Phalanx program? And also, does he feel that it helps to keep him out of the street environment? And would he recommend it to other kids that are looking to find ways to occupy their time?
Oh yes, I would. I would definitely. I've grown more motivation than what I've had. Like I said before, I've second guessed myself and done things that I wouldn't put people in that predicament. So yes, I would recommend this to other troubled youth. Not even troubled youth. I would say, just the youth period, because as the youth, we are the future. So I would say we make a change in what goes on. So I think that the more that we recommend it and we see people growing and coming in and actually being a part of this, I think the more the world will grow as a family. So I would recommend this to the whole group.
And also, do you feel that there should be more information provided throughout the community about programs such as Phalanx?
Yeah, yes, I do. Yes, I really do. I think that the whole community should be informed on the good things that's going on within, not even just Chicago, just without the whole United States and the world. I think that's the biggest thing. If you give the information, all we can do is say, just give it to you, and hope that you would do the best that you can and come in. So
We
And now
certainly,
that you found this information out and it's benefited you and you're starting to fulfill some of your expectations, do you think that you'll become an activist in providing information for other youth so that they can find programs to stay off the street?
um, yes, I really do think I would become activist because just some of the stuff that I've seen, I think I can. I not just me personally, but I think I can make a change. And just not if I can just make a change in one person's heart, I think I can change a lot of people. So I think I could become an activist. I can see myself becoming an activist and doing good stuff in the community and also giving back. So I really do.
And what was the best part of the Phalanx program that made you want to stick with it and continue on and participating in this program?
The Rise program. It was the Rise program. Just the inspirational mentor like Mr. Parker and Mr. Giles, and also a specialist like Mr. Channer and Mr. Robinson, and just the whole Phalanx staff. They all treated me like I was a part of their family. So I think I think it's really cool.
is there any
Is there anything else?
okay.
Alrighty.
Go to the screen. Go to your screen. Go to your screen. No, first the beginning. The beginning. Read it.
Okay.
Read it. Phalanx Family Services.
Oh.
Now at 837 West 119th Street, Chicago, Illinois 60643. You can contact us at 773-291-1086. Email
At ibailey@phalanxgrpservices.org. You can also visit us at phalanxgrpservices.org.
now go forward. Go again. Again.
Oh, Phalanx helps the youth. The programs we include are One Summer Chicago Plus, which is the juvenile justice system, SYEP, which is Summer Youth Employment Program, Youth Futures, which again my mentor, Mr. Parker, kind of told you some of the information about it. After School Matters Program and Arts Program, the Rise Mentoring Program, which I am currently a part of, the WIOA, which is ages 16 to 21, or if you're out of school, the Genesis High School and Mentoring, Green Corps, which is at selected high schools, the SOAR program, which is an outreach program or a re-engaging center, which gets the youth back in school, the Project Invocation,
You gotta wrap it up. Keep going. Keep going.
Which is a Saturday youth technology program, and we also give emergency funds.
Call us at.
You can also call us at 773-291-1086, and you can also visit us at phalanxgrpservices.org.
Click back to us. Thank you for being.
Thank you for being part of this program and viewing us today.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure hosting the show today, and I'm out.